very interesting chapter, chapter 16, because we will talk about 3 characters.
Yes.
First is Timothy.
With when we go on our breaks. Today's story was obviously sent to us through a gentleman who sent his story from wherever he is through our WhatsApp number and email address. You can also do the same at your home. Send the message to us, a story to us on our WhatsApp number, on our email addresses. We will get them and then we will air them as we are doing this. Today's story is one on betrayal, a story that is very, I don't know if I should say close to home, a story that I'm sure most people have heard, most people have discussed at home, at offices, at church, wherever you find yourself. One that, like I said, you need a friend to continue the whenever she's around Accra, she should visit us.
Yes,
she's all the way from she's all the way from Insawam. She kept her promise and she came here. Thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome.
Obviously, you love being. Last but certainly not least is Obi. His first time here.
Yeah, my first.
Yes, he might look very familiar, but the one you saw was not him, it was his brother. So this is a new face as well. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
How have you been managing for the rest of the
week? We
week?
are trying, you know.
Okay.
God and experience. So.
Okay. I love your outfit, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
So I'm sure you guys have you read the story or have you seen it anywhere else? Or you're going to enjoy it with my viewers as I show them?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you are prepared. Because I had the privilege of seeing the story, and I'm telling you, it's one that if you are not prepared, you can't sit on the seat. It is a hot story. So obviously, it will be hot seats in the studio. Please stay. Don't go anywhere. We'll show the story right after this break, so stick and stay. Make sure you grab that bowl of popcorn and that water and that friend, and maybe a pillow that you'll be hitting as you get angry along the way. This is Real Talk. We'll be back.
Every 5 years, more than 50,000 young people from around the world come together to play, share, learn and worship. Hope TV will bring to you all evening and Sabbath programs as well as all of the baptismal event.
Hope Channel, changing lives.
Which says, "Come unto me, all ye that are heavy laden, and I will give you rest."
Praise Quarters, showing this and every Saturday at 8 p.m.
Dear Evie, I am Jacob and I am in a very big dilemma. I have been friends with my best friend Kojo for close to 10 years, and through me, he met my cousin and began a relationship with her. They have been together for close to 4 years and are currently in the process of getting married. My best friend is from a very wealthy family, by the way. He and my cousin got engaged 2 weeks ago to the joy of all of us family members and friends. At the engagement dinner party in the evening, after a lot of drinking and merrymaking, I went to my cousin's room to use the washroom. I was very shocked to see my cousin, the bride, and one of the best men getting intimate. They realized that I had seen them and were very embarrassed. This began a series of calls and visits by my cousin to apologize and plead with me not to tell my best friend. She insisted it was that one time, and because she was very tipsy and didn't know what came over her, I agreed to keep quiet as long as it never happened again, and she agreed that it won't. So I let it go, even though as I was really angry about the betrayal. A few days ago, I went to one of the hotels in Accra for a meeting, and upon leaving the hotel, I was so upset to find my cousin and this best man walk out of the hotel into a car. This time they didn't notice that I had seen them, as they were too engrossed in each other. I am very upset now. I feel like telling my best friend but it is a few days to the wedding. Should I crush my friend's dream or allow him marry a woman who is clearly not faithful even though she is my cousin? Should I be loyal to my friend and tell him, or to my cousin who is family and keep her secret?
Didn't I tell you? I told you you need the popcorn, you need a friend, you need the water, and obviously you need the pillow. My panelists at the studio, they have expressions on their faces. In fact, this story reminds me of a quote that I think I saw from Arthur Miller. He said something about betrayal is the only truth that sticks like closer than something. I remember it's when I read the story, I was like, this comes in handy, because when we say betrayal, two people, if the guy decides not to tell his friend, betrayal, and the wife-to-be is already betraying the man. So it's a whole web going on there. This one, the Kokwana's web. I'll start with my question. What's your initial thoughts? I mean, when you just heard the story, the first thing that came to your mind, your reaction, what did you think of? What's like, Samalina?
My initial reaction was, who am I going to be loyal to at this point? Because this is a family member. Okay. And this is my best friend. Not just best, but best friend of 10 good years. Yep. That's a long time.
My cousin is obviously longer than if you're looking at the years. The cousin is known for
your whole life, probably. But then again, you might not even be as close to your cousin as to your best friend. We don't know of this. We don't know how the relationship between the guy and his cousin is. So I don't want to go too deep into that. But for me, I'm assuming it's not as strong as for him and his best friend. Okay. So I'm a bit tilted to my best friend than my cousin in this situation.
In this situation. Yes. So this situation, blood is not sticking.
Okay. No, not here.
Okay.
Not here.
Anaya, is blood thicker than water?
That's what they say.
But do you think so?
In a way.
And in this story?
Not that I support what the cousin did, but I feel like this thing is going to bring a whole lot of problem. Although I think I own my friend, my fidelity. But I feel like it's difficult.
Definitely,
but
it's
I
a difficult
think
situation.
I would have to find a way to let my friend know that there is something really going on, which has to be addressed.
The only man in the studio.
Yeah.
What came to your mind when you heard the story?
Well, it's quite a fascinating story. I think I have always planned my life and lived minding my own business.
Okay.
Good. So I believe that we all have our paths that we will course throughout our lives. Everybody has the path. And we all have a destination we are meant to get to. So no matter wherever you start from, you can start from the top, you get to your destination, you understand? If the marriage is meant to be, it will be. My interference or going to tell my friend and all that, and I think I should mind my own business.
You should mind your own business.
Yes. My loyalty is to anybody else, but I should leave that to them to find out for themselves, not...
Okay. So you will be the meme of the frog sipping the cup and saying,
I'm minding my own business. Yeah,
okay.
Basically.
I get what you're saying. But then looking at the story, I'm like, is it possible, Kojo, who is the husband-to-be, is it possible that he has an idea the kind of woman he's going to get married to? If not, then the question is, how well do we know the people we are going to get married to? I mean, they dated for what, 4 years?
We don't know of this.
Yeah. They dated, I think he said 4 years.
About
he said
4
they
years.
dated for 4 years and they're in the process of getting married. So 4 years, you've been with this girl, you've met family, you've proposed marriage, you had an engagement party. And during the engagement party, Jacob walks in on your bride-to-be with one of their best men. First of all, you see, this story is all about betrayal. That best man.
Meaning that best man is Kojo's friend.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel, guys, if you're choosing your groomsmen,
definitely you choose your best friend. More like the closest person to you. That's whom you choose to be your best man.
And this best man is doing this with your wife to be. Hey, so okay, how well do we know people that we are dating? I mean, or how well should we know people that we are dating? Somebody, your thoughts.
How well should we know people we are dating? It should be almost 100%. I should know your friends, your very close friends, your best friends, in case you have any other best friends aside myself. I should know who you're hanging out with, where you may be at a point in time. You might say it's a bit too much,
but my issue is then
that's too intrusive.
But can you ever know someone too
That's
well?
the thing, you can never know somebody too well at the same time, so it's a bit tricky over here. It's a bit tricky.
What you can know is what the person reveals
decides to
you.
show
Definitely.
you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The rest is left, because he takes his wife to be is a saint. You understand? But behind closed doors, that is what she's doing behind his back. So what your partner lets you on, probably you can see some signals and signs, red flags and all that that suggests that no, this is the kind of behavior he or she is into. But if she decides not to let you know some part of her, you would never know.
You never know.
Unless she decides to tell you, or maybe a careless act reveals that. Apart from that, it will be difficult for you to know.
And I totally agree with them. I think if you want to know someone 100%, even if you should spend your whole life with that person, you will never get to know the person 100%. At least majority. You get to know majority of the person's lifestyle. And then there is this school of thought which says women are very good at keeping secrets for as long as 35 years.
Oh, even more.
Yes, or more. So I don't think you can know someone 100%.
And especially with this behavior or attitude, I do not think it's something that she would want to show her husband. And considering women keeping a secret for as long as, it just brings me back again. I remember Titanic, and I remember at the end of the show, the old woman said, you know, after Jack died in the water and he froze and died. That's another thing. That's, if I start talking, I can't stop. So after Jack died, and she obviously moved on, married another person, she said her husband didn't know about Jack. Yes. And that was
she never told the husband about Jack.
Yes. And
I think that's a cool thing.
And that is how long we can keep a secret, because that part of her life was, if I should say, very important to her, and she never told her husband. That is how we can keep secrets. Okay, now this girl, back to the story, Jacob and then Kojo. This girl, Kojo is from a rich family. That's what Jacob said. He said they are very rich, and like the girl has everything she needs. So is she marrying Kojo for the money and doing something on the side? Because I don't know, I honestly cannot understand why she slept with a best friend and an older man at the hotel. Like, I don't get it. Is she, do you think she's...
Wasn't the best friend at the hotel this time? It
No,
was a different person.
It was a different person.
Oh, that's
the
promiscuous.
Yes, the cousin said he went to a hotel, he was coming out, and then he saw the lady.
The cousin
and another man. And this time around, they didn't see him because they were busy with each other. So it's obviously not with one person. It's, if I should say, a lifestyle. So is she like materialistic? Do you think she's with Kojo for the money? Is she somebody who would consider an opportunist?
It's very possible that she is an opportunist, because we don't sense any sign of loyalty here. Engagement party, not any other event. That's when you choose to hang out and do stuff with your husband's best man. That's way too much. At least you could have skipped that party. Exactly. So from that, I don't think she's into this whole marriage thing. Probably just for the money.
It's just for the money. You think it's just for the money?
And that's quite funny. How can you start showing your bad side the moment
your engagement party is over?
The ticket has been handed over to you that you are getting married very soon, and then you start showing all this bad behavior.
It's possible she has been showing it, she just hasn't been caught
yet.
And she was caught that day.
Okay. I also think, in a way, she's in for the money. Because if you don't love him, why should you?
I don't get why you're leaning towards her going for money. I mean, the guy could be rich or not rich, she will still cheat on him. I think it's the pressure of probably the lady is burdened with the pressure of settling down.
Okay.
Yes, and she meets this guy has money and all that. Probably that could also influence her settling down with a guy. Maybe he's a Christian guy, he has money, he's decent and all that. I could be with him and probably continue with my stuff that I'm doing. I don't think necessarily she was materialistic. There's a behavior that she's been going on with.
Yeah.
It didn't just start after the engagement.
Definitely,
It's been there.
definitely.
So, because societal pressures now, how ladies are being asked to get married. I mean, you are going old and all that. So it gets to a point that ladies kind of settle for any guy, even if they do not love the guy. You understand?
And let's say you do not settle.
So even if they are not into the guy, they just compromise on certain issues, and that is probably what I think is happening with her. Because on your engagement day, man, I mean that's crazy.
It just doesn't.
Yes, to cheat on. Are they married when the engagement is done? Is married, right?
If it's our society, traditionally, Ghanaian society, engagement is married. Even the law acknowledges it.
Yeah. So, but that notwithstanding, the friend's second scenario that he gives, I think it's a bit far-fetched. Yeah, I mean, you don't see people coming out of a hotel.
He said they were into each other.
I mean, outside, how into?
And maybe he gave her a peg.
Yes.
Maybe he was touching her places that.
But it wasn't like he met them like he did in the engagement.
Obi, you know.
For the engagement, it was red-handed.
Yes.
You understand? But with this, that is the
But Obi, if you see a married woman with a man who is not her husband,
and
you see them in a compromising situation, I mean, especially because he had witnessed it
for the first time
before, his mind will just go on that, this girl is still doing what she's doing, because I do not expect you to be doing this with any other man aside your husband. So he will just say that my cousin is just cheating something.
Well, maybe until you catch them in the act. You don't, because the first one is substantiated. He can say, oh, I saw them in the act. But with the second one, I think we should give a bit of a leeway, because it wasn't like, I mean, they were outside. It happens. You meet I mean, not like Ambrose.
He used the phrase, gets it into each other.
Yes,
Are you trying to say that's a bit casual?
For someone to say someone
I can't just stand outside with you talking and somebody else will say they're into each other. No, there has to be a lot going on.
Yes.
For it to raise concern. Exactly.
Yes, maybe it was
which is inappropriate.
Yes, definitely.
Who is report? Jacob is the one.
Yeah,
Jacob is using that to buttress his point.
Come on.
The initial one he made. We all understand that the initial one was solid. The second one was just an additive to spices. I mean, because if even nothing happened, it was just a hack. He would interpret it from what he had seen earlier on the engagement night, and say, oh, this girl is all over the place and do that. That's notwithstanding. The lady's behavior is nothing that you need from a just married lady. You understand? Yes, that is not something. I mean, even some people do not like their wives greeting, handshakes.
They do not like their wives smiling at other people.
And hugging other people. No. And you're all over the place, coming out of hotels. I mean, the idea you give to people watching this is just bad. So I wouldn't say the girl is a good digger. She's just not ready.
Okay. Obi says the girl is not ready, and Obi thinks that the second scenario is just Jacob trying to add adobo to his story. So please, you at home, you can also send your thoughts to our Facebook page or even our YouTube page. That is Hope Channel Real Talk. Send your comments down there, and I'll make sure I read it. We'll go for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will look at what Kojo as a friend expects from Jacob and what Jacob is expected to do as a friend as well. Please don't go anywhere. This is Real Talk. We'll be right back.
Every 5 years, more than 50,000 young people from around the world come together to play, share, learn and worship. Hope TV will bring to you all evening and Sabbath programs as well as all of the baptismal event.
Hope Channel, changing lives.
My name is Patricia. I am a backslider and nothing moves me to go to church. I can't remember the last time I read my Bible or prayed. My question is, how do I get back to my spiritual faith again? Will God forgive me?
Hello, my friend. I read your messages and I see your loneliness, struggles. It is tough for you right now. But I have a tougher God who is ready to journey with you.
Hi, Hope TV. My name is Charles, and I'm a student. I am having challenges concentrating in school and focusing on my studies.
Are you troubled? Are you overwhelmed with life issues? He says in his word in Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10, "Fear not, for I am your God." Send your request to hopetvghana@gmail.com. And our WhatsApp messages and text messages you can send to 055-968-0066. And at our social media handles at HopeTVGH. Tune in this Tuesday and Thursdays at 8 p.m. and we will pray together. God, our God, is a prayer answering God. God richly bless you.
Hope Channel, changing lives.
Welcome back from the break. You can see I'm all small because my pan, they are not letting go of the story. They've been discussing as we went on the commercial break. But you haven't missed anything because whatever they said, I'll make sure they say it as we go on with the story. Okay, let's go back and look at what the groom expects from his friends. Right now, this guy is a young guy. He has friends. Obviously, he expects his friends to be loyal to him, to tell him the truth, to have his back, as they will say, I got you, as they say all the time. Yes. So, Kojo doesn't know what to do. He's in a dilemma. But what do you think, as a friend, he's expected to do in this situation?
As a friend, you've been loyal to me since, even if you haven't, this is not where you're coming to betray me. This is not where to keep quiet. No. It's not a time to keep quiet, because even when you keep quiet, you're actually siding with the wrongdoer here, which is your cousin. So, exactly. Even as you're keeping quiet, you're still taking a side. Yeah. So, you might as well just find a way to tell me. Okay. You might not have to come and blabber everything. I saw your cousin cheated. You might... The approach is very important. Okay. So you have to find a way. Find a nicer approach. Because you're not trying to break the marriage, but I'm just trying to inform you. You can make the investigation yourself. You can make the investigation yourself.
Why is it you're not trying to break the marriage? If you go to a married person,
Samuelina, how would you tell Kojo and Kojo will be okay?
And the marriage
find out what is wrong with your cousin. Is it a habit that she can't stop sleeping with men?
I don't think you should go ahead and tell your friend.
Why not?
You have to approach your cousin and then sit down with her. Try and get something out of it. Why are you doing that?
But the first time he did, and then she said...
Exactly, she apologized.
She said this is the first time
Exactly. That isn't somebody who is sorry. Maybe you can decide to talk to her for the first time and even ask her to speak to her husband. You know, just to let her... just so that you're not meddling in the whole marriage thing.
How do you know she has spoken to the husband?
She hasn't spoken to...
No, I mean,
how do you know after?
What she's saying is that she's going to tell the lady to go talk to the husband and say, this is what I've been doing, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. How do you know, how do you assess whether she's gone, after you spoke to her, she's gone to...
That's fair enough. You can't, you wouldn't know till you talk. Yeah, you've done, exactly, that's a move you've made, that's enough.
Okay, so you in your heart and in your mind, you are okay.
Yeah, because I'm assuming that you've gone ahead to tell your husband. Okay. Yeah, so I'm okay.
You would tell the lady to approach the husband. Okay.
But you wouldn't tell the husband.
Okay, maybe that can be a second move, but the first move, I can tell my cousin to go to her husband.
When does the second move come? When the first one is successful?
If she doesn't breaking the marriage.
I don't know why you guys are putting somebody on the spot. Nanaya, what do you expect from the friend?
I know Kojo expects Jacob to be faithful to him. But I think, just as Samuelina said, you'll be meddling in their business. I don't think you're in the right position to just go and tell your friend, okay, my cousin is doing this. The girl is wrong. I'm not supporting the wrong thing. Okay. But I think you can bring in some significant other in your family. You can approach maybe an uncle or
that's even meddling.
Significant other.
Wait,
like
let's get
someone important.
Like Jacob should go and call another person. An important.
Yes.
Yes, stop. Don't mind Obi is a blue. Stop.
I think they should call someone, someone that the girl will
respect.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you tell the person, maybe a family member, someone outside the family can go about spreading it. Okay. But someone in the family that you can really trust.
You haven't seen Ebusia Penny Meko before. Ebusia Penny Meko will go and tell everybody in the family that this is what this Kojo Master's daughter is doing. And she cries, she has a husband.
A wealthy husband.
Yes. But
what is she looking for again?
I still think they should bring in someone that the girl respects.
Okay.
Okay. And then they should tell the person, okay, my cousin is doing this and this and this and that. Call her. Find out from her, why is she doing this and this and this and that? She's already married. You're engaged. And in our setting, it's considered marriage.
Yeah, they are yet to have the
white you are married.
Wedding.
So why are you doing that? Probably, just as Obi said, there is a problem. And they can settle that from there. So I wouldn't go ahead telling my friend. And in a way, I'm also taking a step.
But don't you think you're meddling, you're bringing more people into...
I like that.
Obi, tell us your and leave the significant other. Another important human being. That's a significant other.
You can't even contain it. You are going to bring somebody inside. I believe we should let nature take its course. I don't condone the ladies, whatever the lady is doing. Yes, but I'm not the one going to tell my friend that your wife is cheating on you. If he's attentive enough, he would know.
So one day
he would know. I mean, I'm not. There's this story that a man saw a kid eating any food he got, and then the man said. The kid wasn't going to live long if he continues doing that. And then the kid said his granddaddy lived up to 105 years. He asked him, was he eating very well? He said, no, he was minding his business. So if you want to, some things are not, because the moment this thing comes out, the marriage is broken, trust me. The moment he hears it, or a significant other hears it, the marriage is gone.
But the girl doing that, so doesn't she have mind that immediately as she continues doing this, her marriage is broken?
And telling the lady to go tell the husband, for you know, the only two chances you saw them together, the lady in those compromising situations. Those are the only times you would ever see her in that situation again. You understand? So what if she goes ahead, you think she's going to tell the husband, but she doesn't, and then continues doing whatever it is that she's doing. I think whatever approach you take, the marriage is going to be broken apart. That is what I think. So you just mind your business.
Mind your business.
Yes, nobody is going to break any marriage. Just let them move on. Probably the husband even knows. And
the husband knows that his wife is working on this.
You never know what your partner comes, the baggage he or she comes into the marriage.
True. We never know the baggage, but this baggage just like made bus. We can carry
and all that. You know, maybe they are praying about it. You know, there are people who cannot stop themselves from lying.
Okay.
But they pray about it so that God helps them too.
But must we always be loyal to our friends? Because some people will say that our friendship is based on loyalty. I mean, if you are my friend and I don't think you're loyal to me, then I don't know the kind of relationship we have. I can't be sure if you have my back or you're just there for the ride. So somebody will ask that, must we always be loyal to our friends? So as I think you would say that we must.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Why are you my friend if you can't be loyal to me? Don't be my friend. Just stand in your corner. Let me befriend myself then.
Okay.
Don't be my friend.
Be a woman because she doesn't wear any disloyal people.
So if you were if like you were sisters. I mean, you were friends, right? And she confided in you that she cheated on her husband.
And you're friends with my husband?
Yes. Where would your loyalty lie?
Wait, she's my best friend.
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm your sister.
She's my sister.
Yes.
So, what's my relationship with my husband?
Don't twist my scenario.
Okay.
Why are you changing your story?
Is her husband my best friend?
Yes, your best friend.
Wait,
it should be that way.
If you guys are
we
friends,
are sisters. Okay,
we are friends.
Friends.
And then Anaya tells you that I made a God forbid it's not going to happen. No good. Yes, I made a big mistake. I cheated on my husband. This. Do you tell the husband? That is his question.
Okay, and the husband is my wife.
No, the husband is your friend's. Your
husband is like
the person I'm talking to then will not be the husband.
Yes,
because I don't have a relationship with the husband.
Okay, she is saying that her loyalty remains with her friends.
So she's not going to tell the husband?
No.
She's condoning.
It's a different situation from.
You see when it turns when the situation turns now.
The thing is, if there's anything I have to do is to talk to my sister or my friend. To change what she has to change, because she's the closest person I have. The husband is not my best friend. He's not my brother. He's nothing to me.
Do you get where she's coming from?
I understand. With Samuelina as friends, her fidelity lies with her friends.
Yes. Because from the beginning she explained that she doesn't think the relationship between the cousins are even stronger, but best friends are.
Honestly, we have some cousins we don't even talk to. They are just you just know them as cousins. Yeah. So it's fair.
I think Jacob should tell the friend.
She's standing by the But she is saying we must always be loyal to our friends. What about you, Naya? Should we always be loyal, or you think that you pick and choose when you decide to be loyal?
No. You have to be loyal always, at all times.
Then why are you saying that you wouldn't tell your friends?
I said I would take a step to help
and bring a significant other.
Yeah, significant other. Like the X variable you need to find. Find X.
Bobby, you boys.
Yeah, boys.
Must you always be loyal?
A brother code, right?
The bro code. Yes.
That code cannot be broken.
Okay.
You understand?
Hey, but this girl is breaking the code, huh?
Yeah.
Or the code is just between boys?
Yeah, the code is between boys, loyalty. And I know what will happen to my friend when I come and tell him that, Charlie, I saw your wife. Nah, I know my friend. As part of my
but if your friend finds out that you knew.
Yes.
And you kept quiet.
Yeah.
You saw it with your own eye. Guy. You didn't say. You saw the hotel when you passed. You didn't say. And then your friend finds out that, so Obi saw this even before I married her under ordinance, even before I signed. Obi saw her. Obi didn't tell me.
I'll say I knew eventually find out. So, exactly.
What do you mean you knew?
Obi said he's minding his business so that he lives longer.
What you're saying is that now my friend has found out, right? That is my point I've been having.
But it's not like you helped in making him find out.
I'm not going to help.
So you didn't play any part.
But
you were siding with your cousin.
But you didn't tell your friend.
Exactly.
He did find out anyway, right?
But it took a while. Let's say he finds out. Let's say he finds out 10 years, 5 years, and he feels like
sometimes after so many years, after you've given birth to your children,
exactly.
And then
he finds out sooner than later.
What if this girl brings a deadly disease to the house
after all of this,
and your friend is lying on his sick bed with boils? I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make the situation as bad as we can make it. Your friend is lying with his grown lead. He's dying because his wife has given him a deadly disease, and he finds out that you, Obi, that you're standing in the corner praying with him, you knew that this girl was moving around. How do you think he will feel?
He will feel bad.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
so where is the bro code?
The bro code is loyalty.
It's right. You broke it right from the start when you decided to mind your business.
Exactly.
In order for you to live long.
But Obi, are you saying that it is? But is it late? I don't think. Is it late to caution your friend now? Do you think because they've done engagement and they are basically married, is it late to go and now say that, oh, Charlie, you people call your friend's wife wifey, right? Charlie, wifey is not wifey anymore. wifey, dear, Charlie.
No, but okay, so this is what I think, sincerely. If you want to go ahead, if you want to tell your friend, there's no meandering around the situation. you go straight and then tell him that, Charlie, this is what I found your lady doing. And I think you guys need to sort your stuff out. If I want to do that, that is how I would approach it. I'll go to him straightforward and tell him, this is what I've seen. And then I will tell the lady, I am going to tell the guy. You understand? The second time I saw them, I would have probably confronted them again. Yes, and said, this is what I've seen, and I'm approaching my friend. And then I'm going to tell him the truth about what is going on, so that he decides what to do. You understand? That's probably what I'll do. But if I see my happy and all his expenses that he's done for the wedding and an engagement, and then I see the lady smiling, and I see that ambience, that happy celebration that they are all into, I don't think I'll go ahead.
You think it's too late for you to
Yes,
go
I don't think I'll go ahead.
Okay, so what if you see one of the men standing standing at the one of the men that choose you? What if you see him also standing?
The best man is still going to be the best man.
Exactly. And you see him standing in the line, doing like he take his hanky, cleaning his first.
They are the ones who shout, "Hey,
But ladies, do you think it's late for Jacob to tell Kojo?
Late. I don't think it's late.
You think?
But it's quite early, right?
Yeah. It saves both parties. The lady and then the lady from Future and Ngwasie, and the man from
Future Words. Yeah.
Say
same thing, honestly.
If say about Yawodia, so you are saying that the Future Ngwasie.
Future disgrace.
So she should collect it.
No.
But you guys know, once the story leads to the friend, the marriage is gone, right?
And the friend's name will be attached to it for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Do you know one funny thing? You think you're helping someone. Trust me. Kojo will say something like, hey, me say.
Jacob never can, right?
Jacob.
That is purely human.
But Jacob would have done his part.
So they people
no, but normally when these things happen, you might think that your friend wants the girl, but this is the case where she's my cousin. I don't need anything from her.
Okay.
So I'm genuinely telling you what I've seen. I'm not telling you so that I can go to
if
her.
If anything, I should protect my
exactly.
cousin, but I came to you to tell you.
It will surprise you that you go and tell Jacob that you've seen his wife cheating on him, and you say you too. You too, I saw you, but I haven't told you. Why? You have no idea.
So you're saying that Kojo
more of Jacob's secrets is seen, which is probably keeping to himself. Not
so you're saying that Kojo will tell Jacob that you cry?
No, Probably.
I can't deal with you guys today. I can't deal with you guys today.
I've been crying.
My viewers at home, the studio is very interesting today. I think you probably choked on that popcorn that you've been chewing, and that is why you need a glass of water. We have comments coming in, but I can't read them now because we have to go for a quick break. But right after the break, I'll read some comments and then we'll continue with the discussion. I didn't tell you this, but then Obi is a side comedian. So I'm not surprised. We'll be right back.
Which says, "Come unto me, all ye that are heavy laden, and I will give you rest."
Praise Quarters, showing this and every Saturday at 8 p.m.
Welcome back from the break. I have some comments that I want to read before we go back into the discussion. This will help us compose. So I have Jane from North Legon that says, what kind of trouble is this? Jacob must be feeling all this, and all this is his fault. But he needs to be frank with his friends, but he should be careful of the delivery. I think this person agrees with you, Semelina. Maurice from Kaswa says, this is his cousin, but after warning her, you owe her no loyalty. Tell your friend why before he contracts some disease to her. I told y'all. Yeah. And I have this one from Lauren. Lauren said, Jacob cry, he's interfering too much. He should mind his own business. By now, cry, he's down with. Hey. Okay. Obviously, this girl has done things that she's not supposed to do. We all agree. Yeah. But can she change?
Thank you.
This one is going to be hard to say because we can't tell if she's going to change or no. We don't know how long she's even been doing this. For me, I didn't think the engagement party scenario was even her first time.
Okay.
She was just in a place where Kojo was not there, Jacob was not.
Kojo
she was free
there.
to do
the party.
No, I'm saying before. Okay. If she had done that before, she could have been lucky. Yeah. Nobody saw her, so she was doing her own thing.
And for the fact that she had vim to do with when anybody could have walked in with your husband.
In her excuse, she was tipsy.
Come on, do you believe that?
She was intoxicated.
Why have you condemned her so
much? No way. If you can't do it at your engagement party, it says a lot about you.
You said she was a gold digger. You said she was... That's what she said earlier.
No, she said she's a gold digger. She said she's an opportunity. She said she's an opportunity.
Yeah.
But if you're in for the money, you are more like... And now you say that she can't...
Maybe Kojo's money. Maybe Kojo's money.
I'm not saying she can't.
Paulina says she can't change.
You think she cannot change?
I don't. It's been with her for some time. She's been doing this probably from secondary school,
she needs
right? So this time, it will take a lot for her to change. Yeah, the marriage she needs to relax for it.
Okay,
later on, she shouldn't rush into it.
Alaya,
she can change and she cannot change.
What are you?
First of all,
are you Shakespeare?
Significant other now she can change.
She can change and she cannot change.
Shakespeare.
Which one? This one.
Yeah, Shakespeare.
Okay, she can change.
No.
I'm skilled towards she
real
can
talk,
change.
So tell us.
She can change.
And not change.
No, she can change.
No, she can't change.
Why do you think she can change?
I think it depends on the approach they are using. You can approach someone and remorsefully, the person will change.
So the first approach,
the first one was
Jacob
nothing,
used, it wasn't good for her to change.
Maybe after they've told the husband, and then the husband takes the action he deems best for him. Maybe quit or to still stick with her. Through that, I think the lady can change.
You're talking like she's a child.
She's not a child.
She has no patience. She has zero tolerance for the woman. Like if she sees her right now, can she use her bottle of water to do something to her?
She has
Can she change?
Tolerance for yes. Anybody can change. Anybody can change. Yes, that is why God gives us a second chance.
True.
You understand?
True.
So if admittedly, if truthfully to herself, she admits that she has been promiscuous and now she wants to turn over a new leaf and spend the rest of her life with her husband. Yeah, she can change. I believe human beings can change. Yes, we've had governments change. We've had so many stuff. Change is part of human. You understand? So, my dear cousin can change. Let's hope for the better for her. Because this marriage, I believe, is a marriage made in heaven.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she can change.
Okay. You see, she can only change if she wants to change. You can go and call the significant other. You can do whatever you want to do.
People are bent on using the significant other.
We like it. We like it.
Exactly nice.
The term is
Yes, you can tell the husband, if she has decided not to change, she will not change. And if she has decided to change, she will change. But it will need constant work. She will need to work on herself before. But what is the worst that can happen in this situation, though? The worst. Obi, I'll start with
the worst is the lady contracting a disease and then affecting the husband. Because I didn't tell the husband.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst.
So because you didn't tell your bro,
yes,
the lady will give him a disease and he will die.
Yeah, because basically cheaters have lots of partners, you know, a variety of partners.
And
you never know whom she's been with.
Yeah.
Yes, and that could mess up the whole. And this husband is just one cool guy. And then she brings home all those stuff. So that's the worst that could happen if we leave this case to be as it is. Yes, and the other worst that could happen when we tell her, when we tell him is that the marriage would come to a halt.
Yeah. Okay.
The worst that can happen is we keeping it a secret from the husband. They getting married, living for a very long time, and later getting to know that this is what my wife has been doing all the time. And my friend knew and decided to keep quiet. And then breaking that.
Where's your proof and all of that?
You become
exactly. I'll become the enemy in the marriage, and that will be a lot. Because then I'll lose your cousin. So that's a lot.
Another worst that could happen is the friend can. Jacob is the friend, right?
Yeah.
And the guy is called
Kojo.
Yes, Kojo could be the father of a child he never knows about.
Yes,
true.
These things are happening.
Yeah, it happens.
You'll be fathering a child.
The latter stages before they realize, but then it would have happened already. So.
And you are taking care of someone else's child all his life. And then he finds out that...
We've had so many of those scenarios.
Yes, his best friend. He finds out that Jacob knew and Jacob...
Or his best man is not the person.